up.
Okay, it's fine. We can do it live.
Do it
I
live.
just had a boring question.
All right.
If we wanted to buy stuff that's listed in the book, is that available in the store as well?
Yes.
Okay. So this the thing is on there, and then what about like the custom chart thing that's in the book? Is that something that we would need to go to him directly for, or if it's like we make it with the rules for the custom stuff in the book, it's fine. The thing that I actually want for today isn't in there, so you don't have to decide that today. But
If God, maybe sell Streetcar go first. Wrong account. Fuck you. If it's in the book, it is up for sale. If you want to make, if you're a craft.
so even the custom ones.
Yes, even the custom ones.
Perfect.
So let me just send this around. I hope we're all doing well tonight while I'm sending this around.
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh.
Streetcar is no longer injured, so he can draw again. And the first thing he made were a few freaks, and I'm very happy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad you're not injured, and it's just funny because like whenever I go on Discord and I see what you're up to, and I always see Clip Paint Studio, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I wonder what they're drawing, and the answer was probably nothing. The last couple of weeks due to injury.
Yeah, it was awful. My tablet was talking to me like the Green Goblin mask, and I couldn't draw.
You gotta pick me up. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, same. I want to apologize to Tom in particular because I've done every other main NPC, and then I forgot about the one guy for Tom's little thing first.
No.
But it's okay. He'll show up later, probably. Maybe. He's gonna be training you, so we're in our training arc. Crazy.
Training arc.
What is
Love
this?
that.
Battle shonen? Get the fuck out of here.
Ooh, hang on.
I don't need to work out. I'm just naturally gifted. So let's see. Okay, wait. Say something real quick, guys.
Say something real quick, guys.
Something.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Tom.
Hello, my name is Mercedes Benz. These are my friends.
Wow.
Well, I guess we're not getting background music this session, guys. It's bullshit. Whatever. For some reason, my headset won't work out of my usual audio jack, so I have to use a different one. And for some reason, because of that, when I play my usual background music, it is coming out of my speakers on my computer, which is confusing.
The
'Cause I
same
You
thing
should
is
get
happening to me right
voice meter
now.
banana.
Like that's happening to me right now, man. Also,
Damn.
but my stream did kind of explode today.
Oh,
The
hell yeah.
OBS kind of blew up.
Ooh,
I don't know if that was part of it.
could have been.
Yeah. Well, on that note, what happened last time? Oh shit, what happened last time?
Not much.
Not much, really.
No, it was pretty basic.
This is a casual session, honestly. You guys dealing
Beach
with
episode?
Oh yeah, beach
beach
episode.
episode. Eventually, you will get a beach episode eventually.
Yay!
Do you remember when we buried Soul up to his shoulders and he just like kind of jumped out?
He just
That was
clipped
pretty
through
cool.
the
It was pretty
earth.
sick.
He didn't even leave a hole behind. Last time you guys fought a dragon who was blocking traffic, being a real dick too about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all what's the best word for it? Why am I sounding like I'm in a tin can? Oh wait, I need to have that. Need to shift some knobbies around. That would probably help. Okay, I sound less like a tin can. All right, cool. So, you guys fought that dragon, and oh yeah, you had your guest character who, man, he really showed signs of dying that session. I'm kidding. It actually caused Ida to collect more ruin. Soul was knocked out. Ainsley was knocked out near the beginning. It
Yeah.
was a rough fucking night. Rough night. Also, you know, while your guest player, Father Ravenhurse, was able to knock out the dragon for just a little bit, it started to rampage, which unfortunately. Oh, hello? What the fuck? I apologize. There was a small power outage of some sort, and fucking the HDMI I have attached to my second screen
Mm-hmm.
decided to go nice stream you got there. Anyway, I'm just gonna turn off for a moment. All right.
Okay,
Best
Anyway,
of luck.
last session ended with you guys knocking out the dragon. However, Ida started to live up to their background quirk and cause some ruin. Turned into a big ball of light, started shooting lasers, completely decimated that dragon, and caused some big damage to nearby buildings. And if it was not for Ainsley's sword mouth flying through the air and Deus Ex Machina y'all into a day later, or you know, a few hours later, it could have been real bad. Well, I mean, Ida should be worried about their job security. Uh, and even though it turned out that Ravenhurse was actually not only you know, a third party member of your organization via the Catholic Church, he was actually giving you guys a performance review, and he was very nice about it. However, upon reviewing the footage, your boss and other higher ups at the Octo-Aus were unimpressed. Not to mention, they were not sure how to deal with Ida's situation. She's currently uh, handcuffed to a hospital bed until an Octo-Aus appointed therapist can speak to her and deem her uh, fit for service. The rest of y'all were sent home. Uh, however, very next day, uh, Soul went to the gym and encountered a guy sent by the Octo-Aus. He's like, "Hey, I know it's your day off, but I got sent to train you. Let me see what you got. Let's do some sparring." And of course, our good boy Ainsley was asked to do some one-on-one with the boss, uh, fighting in the local park, or at least do some training in the local park.
Ugh.
So we'll start. Oh, and then of course, Ida's strapped, stapled to hospital bed. Even though if she turned into the big ball of light again, I don't know if that will actually the handcuffs are going to stop anything. Just saying. So yeah, we'll start with Soul. Soul. The man you see before you is a Asian guy in his 50s. He's kind of scruffy. He's got a little bit of a ponytail. He's got like an Adidas like sweatsuit that you are wearing right now. Kind of like the one you're wearing right now, but he has it unzipped and wife beater exposed. And he's wearing sandals. Not like, your stereotypical sandals, more like he got these bitches at Tommy Bahama. These are full. You got to double Velcro these bitches, and there's one Velcro thing for the ankle. And he got these, from Tommy Bahama like 30 years ago.
If it ain't broke, that's it, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he looks at you as like, okay, so you're in shape. All right, I'm gonna ask you to do something for me, so I want you to throw me a punch, a good punch.
Okay. He says throw a punch, and then what did he say after?
Like a good one. Just show me what you got. I just want to see how you fight. Not with the powers, just, let's say like when you were fighting the dragon, you ran out of your mojo and had to start using your bare knuckles. Let's see how you do.
Does he is he like holding up like one of those little like cushion things, or is he asking me to hit him in the face?
Yeah, he's just he looks like he's ready to deflect whatever you're about to throw at him. Like he's standing in come get me position.
Oh, okay. So Soul is going to take a moment, takes a deep breath, and he throws a punch.
All right. Give me that roll real quick. Your unarmed strike roll. This isn't going to do any damage. This is going to be more like a hidden clock, if you will.
Yeah, yeah. Do. All right. And just to confirm, we haven't done the things where we've been able to buy any items yet, right?
No, that will be near the end of the session.
Okay. Oh, there it goes. So that's only a 7.
All right. You throw a punch, immediately deflects your hand, twirls you around, and then it's almost like he's doing the tango with you, but he's using it to sort of fix your stance. Wrong. No. You're not even putting your body. What is this? Who taught you how to throw a punch? Did anyone?
Yeah, Soul says taught, and he throws another punch.
All right. What's that roll?
8.
You swing a hook and it's real clumsy, which allows him to duck under, spin kick to trip you, and as you lose balance, he grabs you and judo flips you onto the ground. Are you doing leg day? Are you just focusing on arms?
Soul says, I train my legs.
Like cardio? Or are you strength training them?
Soul says, you gotta have good stamina.
Okay. But you got bad balance. Bad now. Let me give you a little bit of sugar on top of this turd cake that is your fighting style right now. It is a lot of heavy hits. There's no skill behind it. You've had no formal martial arts training whatsoever, yes?
Soul says, no, never needed it.
Interesting. And they got you this far.
Soul says, well, I mean, I'm fighting you without my stuff.
Okay.
That's what I'm trained for.
So you trained with your stuff, and that's great. That's fantastic, but you're not always going to have your stuff. I mean, we saw that with the dragon today. Has that ever happened to you in any other scenarios? I'm assuming not. You've just coasted off of this powerful ability you've had here.
Soul says, well, I wouldn't say coasted. Yeah, sometimes you go down. But I knew the rest of the team would be able to handle it.
Okay, that's great. They weren't.
And he says, well,
No,
I
no,
think
no.
they got it.
You don't understand. You drop. It's done. There's a dead kid. Way to go. You did it. That was your fault. Oh, the demon knocked you out before you could get across the street, and the old lady got eaten. Way to go. You got to consider these things. It's part of the job. It's stressful, I know, but it is. You are a protector here. You got the body of one, at least here. With a little bit more skill, I think you could actually prove to be a little bit of a threat. At the moment, uh, we can certainly try. Uh, so I'm gonna teach you some basics here today. I'm not gonna tell you the horse stance sort of shit, but I am going to give you some pointers, help you on your form, and then once we get the basics, we're gonna do some more sparring, and that should be it for the day. And then we're gonna be doing that before work for the next, how about 3 weeks of your life? That work for you?
Uh, Soul says, where is it? Uh, Soul says, "What about my the training videos that I watch?" And he Soul shows him where he's been getting inspiration from, and it's just the original Dragon Ball Z, which before the Rapture was had just ended with the Saiyan arc ended, or sorry, not the Saiyan arc, the Frieza arc. So it's like right after Goku gets Super Saiyan.
Oh my god.
And he's like, I've been watching this.
Where the fuck did you get this? Holy shit. This is ancient. And the tape's good still.
He says, I mean, I've only watched them once or twice. They've worked every single time.
Okay. Now I do want to remind you that this is a cartoon.
Soul looks at him and says, well, yeah.
Can you fly?
Soul says, not yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I said I had a gorilla throw me really far the other day.
All right. We're going to work on your ability without them real quick. And I do appreciate you've been, training your ability. There's plenty of agents out there who haven't, and they never lasted long. So I appreciate that you've mastered other aspects of your ability. But if you're going to be throwing hands in combat, uh, either pick up a weapon or let's get training and I can teach you some proper moves here. Stuff that's going to fit your physique, your body type, and more of your style. And at least if you're comfortable with it, we can develop from there. So,
Soul says that I could use a training partner.
all right, good. Because I've been hired by the Apoteros for the next 3 weeks to be your training partner. All right, let's work on your form. And he helps you get better, at least, sort of teaches you how to throw a more proper punch, or several different kinds of punches. And
I will say he will probably like as we're training, um he'll probably say like Soul's pretty easily distracted. Um so as like parts of the training are more interesting to him, he's probably like really engaged and the guy's like, ah, you're such a good student. And then other times, depending on what's going on, and where like he'll just kind of be like, I don't want to do this anymore. The guy will probably be like, this guy's such a pain.
so I am going to fast forward for you for right before you go to work the next day. Uh, he uh he
So
tells
we're
you
not skipping to the 3 weeks at the end. We're gonna be going like throughout it.
it's gonna be throughout it. So I do wanna know. Actually, here's what he does. Like during halfway through the training day for you, Soul, he starts sending you. It's like, hey, can I get your phone real quick?
Does
That's a
Soul
question
have a
for
phone?
you. I'm assuming you would. person in
Yeah.
society.
First off, you don't need a phone in society. I contemplate getting rid of mine all the time. I feel like
For a person with a
he
job.
did used to have a personal phone. But once they gave him a work phone, he canceled the personal phone. He just uses his work phone.
Okay. This is gonna be a bitch to send you some videos on, but you know, HR can bite me on this. Here is some he sends you some kung fu, like he sends you a bunch of like movies via just a string of text messages to you, direct messages. It's you know, it's wrestling matches, it's actual live, you know, fighting, uh some kung fu movies. And he goes, look, I know you're into the nerd shit. This might help you out a little bit. Maybe give you some inspiration. Because with your powers, you can do some supernatural stuff that's going to be able to help you out. But I do think having good proper form here, it's gonna, you know, was the first step. Now watch those, and sooner or later you're gonna be a great fighter.
So I feel like, yeah, despite the fact that Soul took inspiration from Dragon Ball Z, I feel like most of the other things he he doesn't like as much. But I feel like he probably got like really into Rocky 4. In terms of the things that he needed to watch.
Like he sends you the raid. He sends you like some kung fu movies. He sends you wrestling matches. Uh, it's just, and he's like, tell me what you like of those, and I can help you fight like that, like you're the best person at that martial art. Just something to think about, and we'll talk about it in your next training. Uh, and as you're messaging him throughout the evening and into the morning, he's like, "Man, do you have like a social life?"
What day of the week is it?
I believe
Thursday now? Going to Thursday?
yes.
Uh, Soul says it's a work week, work day. I have work tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, but you know, do you have like family? Do you have significant other? What do you do when you get off of work?
Sorry, and out of character, in my head, it popped in the SpongeBob meme of Patrick going, "Wait for you to get back, but wait for work to start again." But no, that's not actually Soul. Soul says that he spends a lot of time on self-improvement. He spends some time researching in terms of trying to figure out how the world works. He says that he doesn't have any family. And he's got a lot of acquaintances, but no friends.
All right.
No good friends.
You want some advice from some of the best field agents I've ever seen?
He also says I don't really have a car, So it's hard to go and hang out with people if they're far away. But he asks for the life advice.
You, Jeebus kid. First off, get yourself a car. You live in Detroit. Public transport's, could be better, but
He says, I've scheduled a driving class this weekend.
okay, meet people, talk to them that they're, because I'll tell you the best agents that I know, they have
He says, aren't like
connections.
most of the people there going to be like 16 though? Shouldn't I find people my own age?
Yeah, definitely do that.
Do not talk to the 16-year-olds. Do not talk to the 16-year-old.
Talk to the old lady who's taking the test for some whatever reason. Make a friend. Because some of our best agents, they have something to go home to, and that makes them fucking dangerous. Your boss, Helen, one who hired me here, a demon threatened her kid one time in the field. I've never seen something more fucking horrific in my life. I've never seen someone get turned inside out before. She's a fucking monster.
Soul says, I mean, I've got some jellyfish I keep at home. Got an
Think
aquarium.
about them. Think about get some other pets. Make some connections, because I always find the best field agents are ones that have something to go home to. Because if you don't have something to go home to, you give up and you fall into the shit and you die. It's really about it. So anyway, go to work. I'm I'm turning in my shit to the Apodoros, and I'm gonna take a nap. Peace out. And you see do not disturb on his next to his name in the chat you're in right now. So something for Soul to do in the future. Make a friend.
Yay!
Or friends? Question mark? Yeah. All right. Let's go to Ainsley.
Yeah, some secrets in the chat real quick.
Oh,
What?
what are the secrets in the chat? Oh god.
Never mind, I don't have anything to say.
I'm sorry for not sharing the screen. There we go. And let me.
Oh, I can see. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 1 moment. So Ainsley, it's a beautiful day in the park. It's the river side park. Uh it's
Mhm.
quite beautiful, despite being on the river, but you can kind of see the lake, you can kind of make out Ontario, or I'm sorry, Toronto on the other side.
That's nice.
Mm.
There's a big statue of a tire.
Reminds us what time used to be.
And of course, there's the giant Babel Tower that comes out from a nearby forested area. You remember those? Those popped out of nowhere during the Rapture and summoned forth angel and demon alike from the spiritual realm to do battle here on Earth. in a fun little game where they could figure out how many humans that they could kill before judgment occurred.
I would say that the by the way,
I'm sorry, what?
stream is paused.
Oh damn it! I think that's due to connection issue. Let me see. OBS, how you doing?
It says that you minimized the application.
I did not. But how about this? Oh wait, I think I know what's happening. Give me a moment. Hall. Oh wait, that's wrong chat. No, that is the chat. How is it minimized? I have this bitch full
The
screen.
speak. I can just like open up the actual stream. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just make sure you mute it, or you're gonna get quite a bit of feedback.
Yeah.
I got the voices in my head all the time. It's not gonna matter.
You know how it be with them voices.
Them voices in the head.
And it is a beautiful day at the park, Ainsley.
Mhm.
However, Helen has you running.
Oh God. Oh no.
It's been a few miles actually. Um, since you started running.
A few miles.
Um, oh, maybe just a mile. It's felt like, look, I don't know if Ainsley actually knows how far a mile would be,
Mm.
but
Ainsley runs like a 15-minute mile. He's not in shape.
yeah, runs more of like a 30-minute mile. If it was not for your sword, Ainsley would have some troubles.
Yeah. A lot of
I mean, to be fair, running with a sword in you, it's got to be harder than running without a sword in you.
yeah, you don't get that much oxygen in the lungs, you know. And it's
It's like running with weights.
you just watch me when I take the weight off. Watch me when the sword's out of me. I'm zooming.
Yeah. So Ainsley, Helen is with you, and she finds a grass clearing, and she tells you, "Okay, it's a beautiful day, and this looks like a good spot." How you doing, Ainsley?
A good spot to what? Like take a nap or what? Uh, I'm not doing too hot.
She goes, "No, spar, Ainsley. It's time to spar. That was the warm up."
The warm up. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Can I at least get like some time to catch my breath?
Uh, Ainsley, I would love to give you time to catch your breath. However, in the field, uh, you'd be dead right now.
I might be dead in a couple minutes. Who knows?
Uh, she passes you like a kendo stick that she had attached to a hiking bag that she had on her, like a duffel.
Mm.
She was like carrying a duffel bag with her. It's like miscellaneous stuff in there. But
Mm.
she gives you a kendo stick.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm holding the kendo stick while Mavid's still in me, or am I taking Mavid out and like he's just like sitting on the side?
that is up to you. It's like Mavi is like, so. I see out this is Ainsley.
I feel a little conflicted.
She looks at you like, no, Ainsley. That I have the wrong thing up.
No, it's just gonna be for today. It's just gonna be for today, or at least I'm talking to Mavid.
All right, just put me down in a nice thing of grass. Make sure there's no anthills.
Mm. I do go and I search for a pretty nice spot.
All right, you do so, but he's like, "Damn it,
It takes a couple
Ainsley,
minutes.
there are ants." And it's too late,
It's
Ainsley.
outside. There's going to be ants.
But one of the mouths likes to eat the ants. One of the mouths is trying to like lick up as many ants as it can. It's not doing a good job.
It's protein. It's extra protein.
All right, Ainsley, go practice with the bastard sword. Not the actual type of bastard sword, but the sword that is a bastard because it is not owned by anyone. It is a training sword. It might as well be called a whore sword. A sword for whores.
I like to think if the kendo sword could talk, it would be like sticking its tongue out.
Helen goes, focus, Ainsley.
All right. Okay. 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 So now what?
All right. And she is going to try to she goes, okay, I need you to think fast. And she immediately tries to strike at you with the training sword with a dot with several different types of slashes. If I could have you roll me Dex plus Insight real quick here.
Dex plus insight. Okay. 11.
All right, you're pretty good at dodging. Congrats.
I
This
don't
persona,
like being hurt.
you do not like being hurt. You're you are able to block, maybe even parry a little bit. Mavi is strangely a light sword for something that looks like it should be so heavy. Uh even the kendo stick here feels like it has a little bit more weight. Uh However, she is able to eventually catch you uh when you are not looking, or at least catch a blind spot on you and manage to strike you once.
Ah.
And it
Ooh,
hurts. It
I
hurts
almost
like
crumple. I feel like I
crazy.
crumple.
You do. Okay, we can identify the problem. Ainsley, I've noticed you can't take a punch, sweetie.
Yeah, I feel like 50 years at the desk does that to you.
You spent 50 years at the desk? Jeez. I knew you were there for a while. 50, okay. All right, Ainsley,
You know.
my recommendation for you you need to bulk up a little bit. You need to, eat some protein. I don't know too much about Revenant anatomy, what they recommend for your diet, but you do need to bulk up a little bit, or at least be able to find a way to defend because we love you as a glass cannon, Ainsley, but cannons tend to shatter and break on the floor and cause hurt for everyone around them.
If we can find a regimen, I feel like that'd be great. Like, I guess the last time I tried was since we started, and like I couldn't like put on weight for a good 5 years. I feel like I was losing weight for 5 years, but if we can some no, but question: would the ad plan be subsidized by the company?
We want you to ultimately succeed as an agent, Ainsley. We've already invested the time into you, and you have proven to be adequate at the job. I think out of all, Ainsley, I just want to, first off, performance reviews wise, I think you're the only one who actually reads the mission dossiers. Is that correct?
I feel like Aldo used to read them a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're at least putting up a good example for your younger members here. Because I appreciate that a lot, Ainsley, and I am a little worried about you in some other aspects. Uh, I'm just gonna say, when we had you at the school, we had a little bit of complaint about you not being very personable. Actually, that went for the entire team, honestly. Even Aldo, but Aldo.
Okay, hold on.
But,
At the school, there was like some random demon pedophile. I was supposed to be personable to that.
well, we had members of the school faculty and staff, and then there's the whole issue with the Catholic Church, which honestly, Aldo just mind fucked them into complacency. I appreciate that, and I'm not the biggest fan of them, but a little bit more grace and tact. Even the kid, after he, got unpossessed, uh, we talk to everybody you interact with, Ainsley, to see, because part of this job is helping people emotionally. I think you could be a little bit more personable.
I mean, I feel like if the problem gets solved, the problem gets solved, right? I don't know how much of a like so like I'm supposed to like have a big grin on my face every time I'm doing it.
I'm not asking you to smile the entire time, Ainsley, but a little bit of warmth goes a long way, especially for a revenant.
Like, I'll be real, man. Uh I struggle with that kind of stuff. Like, it's been a long time since I've had like a at least like a the like pluckiness that you're asking for.
I'm not asking for pluckiness, Ainsley. I'm just Ainsley, you've gotten similar conversations before with people you've gotten or have let get close over the years. Uh, Even without an insight roll, you can tell that she's asking, she's worried about you going feral.
All right,
And
all
I
right.
have
This is
a
like
lot.
a conversation again. Look, I've fought for the past few years. I've been fought for like the past couple decades, and like I've been like this. Nothing's happened to me. So I know those other revenants, they get a little squirrely in the head, but I feel like I'm chilling.
Ainsley, I think you are chilling. That's great. But this job is stressful. And it can break people. That's
All
why
right.
we're doing the strength training here. So that way, at least, physically you can deal with that stress. But I need you to be able to take care of it mentally.
And I do say like under my breath, like if I could have more days off, if I didn't have to like stay like out here for 3 weeks and I could have my days off again, then that would be pretty mentally soothing.
And she puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, talk to HR.
All right, all right, all right.
That sounded like a no.
It sounded like a no. So
I'm not in
I'm just
charge
like
of
getting
that,
it
Ainsley. You have to
back.
talk to HR, and then they talk to me, and I get a letter. You have to give me 2 weeks ahead of time, Ainsley, before you get time off. And you just started the position. Usually, you don't earn. I mean, you've been with the organization for a while. Your transfer, you should have the available hours, but within the first 90 days, we don't really recommend taking time off, especially with a new position like this.
I getcha, I getcha, I know. I feel like I've been switching positions like every maybe like 10 years or so, and instead of getting like seniority, they just kind of like reset me. So like how like you get like more vacation time every year, but like it just keeps going back down to entry level.
I get that sucks, Ainsley, but why do you keep changing departments?
I feel like okay, out of character, I actually don't know. I feel like it's kind of like a combination of uh stagnating and like everything moving around me, like reorgs happening around him, and half not wanting to make all these like lasting connections. Even though like I have to be here, I don't want to spend so much time here or to like have like know me in the position, you know how to phrase that.
You say something along the lines of that, and then she mentions, Ainsley, I see you take work home with you. I've seen you do it before.
The work's got to get done.
Yes, but not that. Ainsley, shit. And she's getting a call. Ainsley, I'm gonna have to go, but consider this. Um, I got some advice for you. Most of the people who make it, through to, becoming a field coordinator or at least retirement in this field have connections. Connections keep us human, they keep us focused on staying alive. And part of this job is staying alive. That's probably 50% of the job is staying alive. The other 50% is helping people. So figure out a reason because you're not living, you're just surviving. Fuck.
Okay.
Moment.
Damn. Okay.
I got it's a fucking principal again. Hi, Judy. Yeah. Oh, he did. He did. She mutes her phone.
Mm.
This kid's been fucking with my kid at the pick and aftercare for so long. My kid snapped for the third time, and this kid just won't learn the lesson. I don't know how many black eyes you can give this kid until this kid learns. I don't think that kid's right. I don't think that kid's. Oh, she's yapping again. Yes, of course, Judy. I'll be there soon. Thank you. I just had a work thing. Yep, I understand that I have to pay extra. I have to pay the okay, $2,000 in aftercare fees. Okay. Goodbye, Judy. I'm sorry about this, Judy. You know how work is. I have a very important job, Judy. Hung up on me, fucking bitch. All right, Ainsley, I will see you tomorrow at work.
Yeah,
Now,
live with your kid. I can understand.
you were breaking up a little bit, sir. Repeat.
I know your kid. I can understand that stuff to deal with.
Thank you. You're breaking up a little bit still, but that's okay.
For us.
You're clearing up right at the end, which is perfectly fine. All right. She heads off, and Mauve is like, "Oh, are you done using the fake ass sword, Ainsley?"
Yeah, we're done. We're done for the day.
All right, perfect. Now you must train with me, and I am a much crueler teacher.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll pick him up and dust him off a little bit. Maybe like there are too many ants like swarming around.
You, no, they're gone. There are no ants.
Mm. Yeah, they've all been eaten.
Yeah.
Okay, we can practice for a couple hours, but we gotta back the show.
All right. You practice a little bit with him, and you head home. And Ainsley, I'm just going to give you a real quick scene in your room. A clip into Ainsley's home. And I want to thank r/male living spaces for Ainsley's room.
It does really fit. It does really fit.
Ainsley, you're a man in your 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Having a one room and apartment isn't too bad for a guy your age. Uh, yeah, one room apartment. There's a window that you have currently covered because that's where you have your computer desk and you don't want to be bothered by the light. In fact, there's not many windows here. It's relatively clean. You don't really eat a lot. I mean, you probably do. There's probably some chips here and there. You know, there's some dishes in the sink.
Mm-hmm.
But there aren't any pictures, or at least not displayed. You have a big old gaming PC.
The only thing on there is like StarCraft and Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah. Which having a dual screen setup for that is a little insane, but oh well. Uh, maybe not for Dwarf Fortress. Uh, and of course, at least you have one separate room with a. Let me guess, Ainsley. Do you have a bed frame?
I feel like Ainsley would have been really particular about a bed frame. I could like live out the rest of my I need a bed frame.
Okay. Good news, you do have a bed frame. It's old. There's a few bars missing in the bottom, but
Mm.
you know, you got her cheap at a yard sale about 20 years ago, and it fits you and your full size mattress very well.
She's been very reliable.
Yep. Mavi goes, Ainsley, what are we doing tonight? Are we watching a movie? Are we playing more Dwarf Fortress?
There's supposed to be a they're doing like a reboot of Wizards of Waverly Place. They're doing like the reboot like times 3.
What do you mean by
And it's supposed
times
to be like
3
doing a
Ainsley?
marathon.
So these bitches of Waverly Place. So they are grown up now? God, they have to be in their 60s at this point. Why is anyone still watching?
Nostalgia. People love the past.
Oh, just let these characters die, Ainsley. No offense.
None taken, none taken. But so for the companies, they got to milk them for what they're worth, and like for people, it's like, hey, I'm still young, I'm still hip. It's my interests have never changed, so the world shouldn't change, and I am 100% on that.
Normally your steadfast sword usually would be all about that mindset. But he looks at you and goes, and he starts to look concerned with, as concerned as a creature whose eyes are whose lids are made of metal.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, Ainsley, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I do appreciate our arrangement here. And I could not be, do I think you could be a more powerful warrior fighting demons and what? Yeah, of course. And that comes with, you know, the last person who wielded me had thousands of years of training ready for the war. And it's 80 is not 1,000, but you're doing a great job. I guess let me get to the point. Ainsley. Are you lonely? Am I not enough?
Lonely? How could I be lonely? I think I'm fine. I think what we have here is okay. Look, we got the TV, we got the computer.
You actually got rid of the TV, Ainsley. It's
Oh, oh yeah.
we just use the computer now.
How did I forget about that?
I'm,
But
I'm s-
like, it's fine. It's fine. I got all my channels. I got my VPN going. I got my torrent going. Don't tell the government, but
you know how I feel about lying, Ainsley. But I do not know how this is a crime.
it's literally not. It's literally not.
If it is kept in a
I'm not stealing.
library,
They're
then
not
how
selling.
is it? Yes, libraries are free for anyone to enter. Then how is it stealing if you are downloading it if it is kept in a library? I do not
Hmm.
understand, Ainsley. This world of Zin is confusing.
Definitely is. It definitely is. But look. I think we're okay. The way it is right now. I mean, we're and it's not like stuff is going to change anytime soon. We still got like the debt that we got to deal with, and this is safe. This is comfortable.
If you're Sir Ainsley, I've just, for the first time, I think Helen was the first person to knock on your door and wanting to spend time with you for the first time in like years, Ainsley. You humans are a sociable breed. But I understand not everyone is sociable. I just worry about you, Ainsley. I do not know what would happen if you were to perish, or if you were to go feral.
I mean, not you two, man. Like, I don't think I'm going feral. Like, it's been 50 years. It's been at least 50 years, right? And nothing's happened. Like, I've seen the other Revenants. I've seen them go. I've seen them go through it. I know I don't want that to happen to me, and like it hasn't seemed like it's been happening to me. So like, why would we worry about that for the future?
I don't know, Ainsley. You were knocked out. I was worried. What if you got obliterated? I don't know what happened. Would happen to me? What if I got obliterated, Ainsley? What would you have done?
I don't know.
I guess the reason I'm worried, Ainsley, is I don't want to leave you alone if something were to happen to me.
I don't know. Ainsley goes silent for like a little bit there because it's like I feel like they have like a weird relationship where it's like they fight a lot, but also there is
You've spent 50
like some care
years
there.
in the
It's been
same
50
room.
years.
He watches you poop.
Yeah. Not a lot of people can say that about me.
Yeah, it's it is. He is your uh most annoying, but also your best friend, and that's a little sad, but
Mm,
also good for Ainsley. It's kept him keen the last couple of decades.
mm.
And Ainsley, you go to bed. Uh, Now, Ainsley, can you roll me a travel roll? I want it to be a D8. This isn't going to be like, oh, you fight something.
A
I just
D8
want to.
travel roll.
I'm going to use the travel roll to treat it like whether or not you have a good dream or a nightmare.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. All right. Ainsley, you have a dream that night where you are wandering a desert. It's just you and Mubby.
Mm,
And that's all that happens.
mm.
Uh, and you go, and like always, you go to work.
Same old, same old.
Now we go back to the past to our good friend Ida.
That's me.
That's you. Ida. You are currently in a unwanted session between you and therapist Quan. And
Am I still handcuffed?
you are handcuffed to the hospital bed.
Both
They have
hands?
moved just one.
Okay.
There is a armed guard out of the room, but they've actually put you in originally you were in uh a room shared with with your allies, sort of a hallway infirmary. But they've given you a private room at this point to spend the night in. Let me put your tokens down. And I'm assuming Ida is freaking the fuck out.
She is distressed. She is in peril. She's in crisis.
I got the joke. I got the joke. I got the joke.
Hey.
She is looking at you like she's like, Ida, I need you to calm down for us to do this session. I think you are relatively innocent in this situation. You had no control of what just happened. I wish I could tell you that happens to everybody, but it is sort of an anomaly, yes. But I do think ultimately, you know, what I saw in that footage was not a creature or a person who was in control. And right now, I do see someone who is panicking, yes, but ultimately is in control. Ida,
Can you give me my bag?
Ida, I can't give you your bag yet.
Mm.
Not until you answer some questions. And we'll have a minor session in between my questions, okay? I'm going to be I'm just going to be very direct with these, okay? And we'll try to be quick. I guess
Mm.
first thing I want to ask, Ida, has that ever happened to you before?
No.
You had no idea that you could do it? Was your, and from what I heard in the reports, your mother was an angel? Is that correct?
Yes.
Her name?
Tabrine.
Gabrielle? Okay. Or Tabrine? I apologize. Please repeat.
Tabrine.
Tabri. Okay. Tabri. All right. I don't know that one. I apologize. That's not my usual area of expertise, but maybe I'll take a look if there's any. Do you know anything about your mother?
Like what? She's my mom. Or was.
Is she still with us? Is she still on this plane?
No.
What happened to her, if I may ask?
I don't. I don't remember.
So she was in your life at one point? What was that like being raised by a, no offense, an alien, basically, someone who doesn't really know the human experience, but there's you now here. I can tell you're human.
She taught me how to shoot.
What else did she teach you?
Um,
When did she disappear, Ida? If I may ask.
I don't, I was young, really young. I don't remember exactly.
Who took you in afterwards, Ida?
No one
No
for a
one?
while.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Who ended up taking you in? They said they found you in the woods when initially when you were first abandoned and you were in and out of foster. You were in the foster system for a little bit and then oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember their last name. I apologize.
Fine, it's fine. It's Briggs.
The Briggs family adopted you?
Yeah,
Now, how were the Briggs family, if I may ask? Were they kind to you?
I nod.
Oh gosh, so I know it must have not have been easy, but at least you were able to get some human kindness, and it's something that you know you shouldn't always expect. People can disappoint you a lot of the time, but they can also surprise you, and I hope they surprised you more often than not. Ida, I guess my next question I have for you here is, have you ever been in contact with your father?
Um, no, no. Mom said he died before I died. I never met him.
Okay. I guess the next questions I'm going to be drifting away from your parents here. Ida, you, how do I put it? Have you ever had any, I know this job that you're in can get pretty violent, especially against what you're fighting. Uh, but have you ever had any violent episodes like, you know, at all in the past? Anything that would, anyone that you hurt physically without intending before? Like, has this happened to you before in any way?
No,
Not necessarily you turning into a big ball of light and destroying things, but any anger issues in the past? No?
no.
Okay. I want to get your thoughts here, Ida. How do you feel about all of this?
Are they going to kill me?
I don't think so, Ida. Especially with my report here, I don't think you're any danger to anyone, especially since you do not know how you even trigger that in the first place. Do I think you're going to be under heavy surveillance? Potentially. My recommendation right now, Ida, I'm going to send in my report. I think you should be discharged from the hospital here. My recommendation for you, go home, go see your fam or do the Briggs live in town?
I'll nod.
Maybe say hi to them. Maybe talk with some friends. Have a girls' night. You definitely need to de-stress, and I think keeping you in this environment here would be harmful to, yourself, and especially if that form is triggered by high amounts of stress, then I recommend that you take it easy the next couple of hours until you get your head straight, okay? I know you have work tomorrow morning. That's never fun, but if my report goes through, obviously I do have to tell you to stay in the city of Detroit at the time being. You understand, right?
Sure.
No one got hurt in your attack. Thank goodness, but you know, we'll have some more sessions in the future. We'll talk some more, but please go see your friends and family. They should. I don't think anyone's going to kill you, but I do recommend that you find something to do that de-stresses you, okay, Ida?
I'm not.
All right. And she gets the officer to undo your handcuff, and you're escort. You're dressed. You're given your bags. And you're let out of the building. Where does Ida go?
At first, she's gonna go pick up her coat from the dry cleaners,
All right, you do that.
and she's gonna take a long ride on public transport to to wherever the Briggs may be.
All right, you go to the Briggs family restaurant. They live in a little all of them basically live in an apartment upstairs above the restaurant, sort of Bob's Burger style.
Mhm.
Uh, so Uncle, the Unc, is currently working the pretty much everything today. It's a slow day, but for Briggsburgs, uh, which isn't the original name. It's supposed to be Briggs Burgers. That's what it is in the that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it is on the company registries. That's what it is listed everywhere else. But you had a cousin come in and wanted to redesign the logo, and the Briggs paid for it, and thinking that they would get the whole title, and it got abbreviated to that in a very neon uh street style, and the Briggs family was not too happy about the redesign of the logo, but it has stayed for the last 2 years. So, cousins, let me tell you. But in the restaurant, you see this big bearded man. He's wearing like a bowling shirt, this orange bowling shirt, an apron that reads "This shit is delicious," and he is currently making himself a burger at the moment out of boredom. And he hears the bell of you coming in. It finally clicks with him, and he goes, "Oh, well, look who decided to show up. I'm just messing with you, girl. Come over here, give me a hug."
This is probably the safest place she's been for the last week. I feel like as soon as she's noticed that, she's gonna hope no one has seen the news at all, and then she's just gonna break down and start crying almost immediately.
Girl, what's the matter? Come on, you hungry?
No words, only cry.
Okay, sweetie. All right, let's get you some burger. Or something else. Expand the cooking repertoire. What do you want to eat?
He doesn't care at this point.
All right, the usual. The usual is a 4-layer smash burger with all the extras. Those little crunchy fries
Mm.
in there. Some some potato chips, and then the usual toppings. A little bit of
I
the
want to go to
secret
Five
sauce,
Guys.
and he gives you this big messy burger to eat.
Neat.
I know you don't like to talk, Ida, and that's fine. You know, I never wanted to be pushy with you, but I do want to ask why you look distressed, child. What's up? 'Cause I can't really help you if you don't talk to me.
I think I just had a bad day.
We all have that. I mean, it's pretty bad right here, right now. But you know, honestly, I think that's because we're in between the lunch rush, and the dinner rush. Once the dinner rush comes in, we're gonna be fine. In fact, Mom and Papa have gone down to New Orleans for a little vacation with the rest of the kids. So it's just gonna be me in the shop for the next week or two. Okay, and you are always welcome. All right. Ever since you started that new job, I've been kind of worried about you, honestly. You made any friends at work?
I don't know, kind of, but I don't know.
Girl, we gotta work on those people skills. You are lovely, and I'm sure lots of people want to be your friend.
About to cry again.
Don't cry, don't cry. All right, listen. How about, and before you can speak, the phone goes off. He's like, "Oh, look at that! Finally, some business. Give me a moment, girl. I will be right back with you. Okay?"
Okay.
And he leaves the scene. Give me a moment. Ida, I just need to move you out of the way so I can move the kid out of the way. He leaves the scene with you and your burger to eat deliciously in silence. And a man walks in, uh, tall. He's got similarly colored dreads like you, but with I'm sorry, same hair color as you. Uh, but this guy smells. He smells bad. He's clearly homeless. He smells a little bit like sulfur, even.
Ooh.
Uh,
Ooh.
and he comes up.
Engage.
He comes up to you. Is like, "Are you Ida?"
No,
Girl, don't lie to me. I know
but
it's
I just reach for my bag.
And you can tell that he has a gun in his pocket as well. I'm just here to talk. We're not going to get violent now. I don't think anything good would happen if we start getting violent. Don't want the Briggs to be in any trouble, do you? Do you?
No.
Listen. Hate to break it to you like this, but I knew your mother. I am not her friend, though. Understood? She hurt me. And I want to prevent her from coming back and affecting this world in any way. I can sense her in you. Now, if I thought killing you would solve the problem, I would have done it already.
Uh-huh.
I want you to watch out for yourself. Understood? I saw the news. What, you got something to say?
No.
Girl, you are you are half of the deity that ruined my fucking life. And you have nothing to say to me? This is kind of funny, honestly.
You said you didn't want any trouble. If I said anything, there would be.
No, I said if you got violent, there would be trouble.
Exactly.
Girl, just watch yourself. Understood?
Just leave me alone.
This was a bad idea. And he leaves. And your uncle comes back. And from behind the counter, he's like, I just got the biggest motherfucking catering order. I'm gonna need some hands. Either could I get you
Yeah.
for the next like 30 minutes?
Yeah, okay.
Hands you a hairnet. And you and your uncle make birds
Yippee.
for the next
Yippee.
30 minutes to an hour for a catering order.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
They do have a delivery boy. They don't trust him behind the fryer though.
Yeah.
And lastly, you get a call from your uh uh from those girls you made a connection with. The three witches.
Mhm.
I believe you exchanged numbers with them. They actually give you a call asking if you want to hang out.
I'm very hesitant at first. But I will accept. But I want to finish this job first.
All right. All right. Ida, despite, being a little bit of a problem, you managed to have we can cut to the girls if you want to see their new designs with clothes real quick. I do have that for you. Give me one moment and I'll set that up for you.
Clothes, I didn't know they could have those.
Yeah, they're not doing magic all the time, but a ball naked.
But I'm all naked on fucking Tuesday afternoon.
Ida, Ida had since the encounter has been very angry at this hobo. Actually, how dare he? She thinks, how dare?
Do you tell your new friends about it? Cersei, Miranda, I believe Helen.
No, but she will eventually cave if they can pick up on
Yeah,
something like that.
so they're like complaining about classes and you know, people in their class, professors. They talk about a scandal that recently happened at their school. They're all grad students, so the fact that they're still doing this is honestly not surprising. They're grad students. And they start to pick up on your depressed vibes, or at least your aggravated vibes. Like they're also doing stuff. They're like they have Netflix on in the background. They actually came to your residence, and you actually have a decent apartment. It's probably
Yeah.
the first thing you got when you started the new job and the paychecks came in. By the way, the money that you get from the sessions, that is strictly for like role play per like stuff you buy, within the game.
Mhm.
The rest of the money, I like to say that there's like they give you a wage for buying, property and
Right.
um where the fuck are these? I had music. There they are. There's one of them at least. I fucked it up. It fucked it up. God damn it. Anyway, they pick up on your depressed vibes here and go. Miranda, the more aggressive of the three, looks at you like you look upset. Speak up. What's bothering you?
Mm, Some some guy is talking about my mom.
What, what do you mean? The sweeter of the three. Oh my gosh, I believe her name was. Oh yeah, that was Cersei. Cersei goes, what? Like, what do you mean? You just came into the room and started talking smack about your mom?
Yeah, I guess it's a bit more complicated than that, but
My,
I never met that guy before, but he knew my name.
that's so weird. Do you have a stalker? The small one, oh my gosh, what did I name her? I have a name for her. What was her fucking name? Oh my god, this is what we get for playing. We skipping a week. Uh, oh yeah, I'm sorry, it was Lutz. Lutz was the soft one. Medea was the spunky one. The spunky one, Medea goes, do we need to kick someone's ass? We can cast a spell, we can track him down and kick his ass. Just an idea.
I don't think that would. I think that would hurt you guys.
Whatever, I'll just turn him into like a frog or something. You don't even know how to cast that. Shut up. Of course I know how to fucking cast that. I've turned plenty of things into frogs. Watch.
I want to be a frog.
You want to be a frog?
Yeah.
All right. Watch and be amazed. Let's just like that's not. No, that you have the form wrong. And Morgan goes, no. Let's see how this goes. And she begins to cast her spell, and all of a sudden a fizzle occurs, and you do feel a tingle on you. You have not turned into a frog. However, there is something on your head. What? Where did your hat go? The frog jumps off of your hair, and immediately jumps onto Lutz, who normally very kind to all animals, starts freaking out because a random frog just jumped on her, without her real, consent or anything, or really wanting the frog to begin with. Medea's like, oh shit, I did it. I did turn them into a frog, kinda. So yeah, now you have a live frog dwelling in your domicile.
That's neat. I will keep it.
Yep, it goes under the refrigerator, and we'll see if he dries out in a week. So I don't know what it is. Frogs and hamsters tend to kill themselves in the most like horrific way. Hamsters more so. But I mean, frogs are pretty horrific as well. They do not live good lives. Also, for some reason, I thought I had everybody's redesign up. And of course, nope. No, I do not. I have failed you. So now you have a frog friend, and you have a lovely evening.
Yeah.
Uh,
the horror that dwells inside her it's still on her mind, unfortunately.
Roll me a D8 travel roll. Real quick, Streetcar.
All right, if you say so. Watch this shit. Hey, an 8.
An 8? Oof.
Yeah.
You get a nightmare.
Oh, I should. It's just like real life.
Scary, so scary.
You're about 7 years old. Your mom is this horrific alien-like creature. Not, but also ethereal and beautiful at the same time. You don't even know how you are, her offspring. It's incredible, this sort of alien creature in front of you who just seems so powerful.
It's not what she remembers, but it feels very familiar to her.
You feel safe, but also in the most amount of danger you will probably ever be in.
Mm-hmm.
You are out in the middle of the woods. And her parenting style has been very lax, as in she tells you what to do, and if you don't do it, she will place her hands on your head, bestow you with enough knowledge so you can kind of do it adequately. She gives you the knowledge but not the experience of most of your abilities. In fact, she, a lot of the times when you eat, it is uh local wildlife, food, maybe grass. You've eaten grass a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Um but there is usually when she hunts demons, you are there and she tells you to observe.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives you this command, and you could do nothing but hyper focus on watching on how she hunts demons and other creatures tainted by hell. And occasionally you'll see groups of people, but your mom will steer you away from them. And you're barely, in terms of clothing, it's, I wish I could say it's as nice as a burlap sack, but it's probably like stuff stolen from campers, uh patches made with tent supply. You saw you know one day you saw one little girl's outfit that looked very similar to the kind of outfit you have on right now, or you usually wear.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't help but want that a little bit. But every time you observe for a little too long the human realm, or at least what the humans are doing, your mom pulls you away, either through the sharp command of her voice, which is almost like there's a orchestra of trumpets every time she speaks. Um, which also scares off campers and etc. Um, now, Ida, the nightmare is on the first day she gets you to hunt alone. At first you guys track down your quarry, and you finally see what looks to be like this prowling, almost bestial demon creature here. Maybe most likely a dragon, but a minor one, smaller than the one you faced a day ago at this point. A chimera, I don't know. It's some sort of horrid demonic beast. It doesn't look right. It looks like a Boosh painting. And it's just sort of looking under, grabbing whatever Lyle life it can, or like just scouring about trying to find something, unaware that it is, while it is hunting it, you two are the hunter. And she tells you, without she gives you she's given you a gun of angelic make before. It's probably spawned off from her. And she tells you not to observe this time but to hunt. to kill it yourself. This thing that's 10 times your size. She tells you, you go kill. She tells you, go kill the creature. I will wait here. Do not fail. And you go after it, Ida.
Mhm.
It does not go well.
Mhm.
This thing is fast, is able to knock the gun from your hand, and it begins to chase you. It corners you inside of a log. It tries to it literally rips the log apart piece by piece with its own jaws until right before it is able to corner and eat you. Your mother actually steps in at the last moment in her usual way. Her arm just sort of twisting into this sort of trumpet like gun, which gives off a a mighty blow of the trumpet, and this thing is just you are covered in demon viscera. So is like pretty much everything in a 10-foot radius except your mother. And she says to you, disappointing. We will find another and you will try it again. You will kill one of them by the end of the day. And
Yikes.
the fear of not being able to find another one before the day is up is causing so much anxiety in you. You don't want this to be over. You want so much, and you wake up. And we're gonna cut to Soul real quick. And Soul, can I actually get that travel roll for you as well?
Yes. It is a D8.
Yep. What's your roll, Soul?
Hold on a second. Where'd my dice roller went away? Where'd it go?
Damn.
All right, give me a second. I'm opening it up again. It's pinned in the channel. I must have accidentally gotten rid of it. Okay. D8 roll. Oh, I got a 1.
All right. Soul, here's the question for you. What is your happiest memory?
Let's see. For Soul, he can probably remember being a child. He also he didn't grow up in the woods. He was found in the woods, but he doesn't really have very much memory of the woods itself. He grew up mostly on the streets. Of the city once he was brought in. And he finds he's like basically begging, trying to survive. And when he's like really super hungry, one of the first times some of the spirits come up to him, showing him where food is. And then he thinks about over the next couple of days as he starts to learn how to summon them. He remembers that time very fondly.
And you remember what it was. So I guess the question for Soul is, do you enjoy being a person more or a beast?
Soul definitely likes himself as a person. He thinks, um, you know, he doesn't think that humans and animals are all that different um, in general. He doesn't see there being a conflict between himself being a person and there not being that much of a difference between them and the animals.
All right.
The way that he sees it is that the 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 foreigners are the angels and the demons that are coming from another realm, not necessarily the difference between animals and humans.
All right. We will explore why he hates the angels and demons later.
He doesn't hate them.
Or not hate them, but
He just doesn't think that they should wipe out humanity.
yeah.
He thinks that it's fine that they should be able to exist where they live. But if they're going to invade and try and colonize the Earth, he thinks that we should fight back.
All right. Duly noted. I guess the question is, we will find out what radicalized him later. Is the better answer.
I mean,
Or the better question. Better question. All right. And the last thing for the evening, you three head into work. Ida looks like they barely got any sleep. Soul looks like he had the best night's sleep. Ainsley, apathetic as ever. And Helen greets the three of you. Is like, let's go in. And you notice on your way in, Helen is actually on a stool, covering cameras within the building. Which might be a federal offense to block out the security cameras in a government building. But she's your boss. She knows best, right?
Definitely.
Helen's like, "Oh, great, you're here. Wonderful. Listen, I am just getting the office ready for a special guest we have today. Uh, she comes in from time to time, but I think this is going to be the first time you three are going to meet her. Other agents might have gotten to know her already. And she she starts covering windows and covering cameras and turning off people's computers, and including one worker's whose computer is like, "Oh, come the fuck on! I didn't get this save." And she said, "Turn off your phones too." Uh, and she takes you three aside real quick. It's like, "Listen, we have to do what we can to be the best we can at this job. And sometimes that conflicts with the interests and regulations of the US government. Do you understand?"
I understand. No one else how the sausage gets made.
All right. And here's a question. What is the most obnoxious song you can think of someone playing out loud on a speaker?
Monkey.
Link me that song. But that is playing on a uh this woman coming in with this ornate belt, and attached to the belt is an iPod speaker that is playing her music, not your music, not anyone else's music, her music out loud. She does not give a shit. She has a rolling suitcase bag, like this big rolling suitcase bag, and she's wearing high heels, snakeskin pants, maybe snakeskin jacket, the leather ornate. She's got those half gloves that only cover like, halfway up the finger and like the upper part of your palm, maybe a little bit of your thumb. They barely count as a glove. She's got these big these big mirror sunglasses going on. Uh Hair free, and she is wielded in, and oh my god, what did I want to name her? What the fuck? Give me a moment. I have a name. And I had it written down and I did not write it. Fuck. Fuck me. Fuck me. We are going to go with Magnolia. She's got 2 piercings under her lips. She is currently opening up one of the metal parts of her belt so she can put her rings on. And goes, "All right, y'all. It's black market time. You know it's the time of the month. I got the good shit. We all stay hush hush about this. It comes out of your pocket. Thank you, Uncle Sam. I know the cameras can't hear me. They can't hear me, right?" I was like, "No, they can't hear you." Excellent. All right, you got 45 minutes with me.
No.
Oh, we got 3 new friends here. Excellent. All right. What y'all want?
This feels like the Scholastic Book Fair.
And she unzips like this big wheelie suitcase. This thing's like standing at like almost 3 feet tall. And when she presses a button on it, it opens up like a triptych. Well, I would say triptych. It's more like this big trifold mirror sort of thing, but it has like all sorts of magic items, potions on racks. It's like this portable magic item shop or mall kiosk, if you will. It's smaller than a mall kiosk, honestly. It only takes up about 5 feet of, you know, maybe 6 to 5 feet wide here when at full expanse. Uh, but it looks like there's like buckets with like weapons in them that apparently, is much deeper on the inside than the outside. Uh, and she goes, My name's Magnolia. I'm gonna be helping y'all get equipped so you can do what all you need to do. So, if y'all need a menu, and she pulls out from one of the things on the rolling suitcase, uh, a 3-ring binder that is pink on the outside, covered in glitter, and it's called the menu, and that is you know, your selection from the magic item shop, if you will. So
Okay.
she is anything from the book or from the document I sent earlier today. You were able to buy, and I think we'll actually end here because it is 11.
Mhm.
And we had a decent session, and we'll start next time with some good shopping. So hopefully, oh gosh darn it, it didn't change over to Magnolia. I want to get Magnolia on the screen before y'all can't see Magnolia. She's beautiful. She hot as hell.
She hot as hell.
She got no bra. She don't care. She wearing a suit jacket.
She don't care.
She don't fucking care.
Ain't giving a fuck, man.
That's so cool.
It's red
But, you
leather.
know, red.
Red.
Red leather.
Red leather, yellow leather. God. But yeah, there she is.
She got that red leather.
Wow.
Yep. But yeah, next time, by next session, please pick out what you want, and we'll get back into the plot.
Okay.
I
Nice.
plug. Yeah, no. End the session. I'm Boosh /Connar /your GM today. You can find me Blue Sky, Instagram, Twitter. Join the Discord, like, comment, subscribe. Anyone else have any plugs?
Yes. My plug for today is finding people's cell phones on the ground and then returning it to them.
That's nice.
Very nice. Very noble.
I know plenty of people have probably seen my phone and have tempted to steal it anyway. So I appreciate your kindness, Tom.
Well, it's just a plug. Doesn't mean that it's something that's being done. You know?
Yeah. Anyone else have any plugs before I end the session?
I think I have one.
All right, throw it at us.
If you can tune into the Reignition Conspiracy at ConJoined cast on YouTube
Oh my god.
every Monday.
Shit, where are we?
Sometimes every Monday.
Sometimes every Monday. Usually every Monday.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Between
every Monday.
8 and 8:30. Of course.
Starting around 8:30, but sometimes if you're me today and oops, make a big oops, just oops all over the fucking ground with ill preparedness, where I'm totally prepared for this session, and then it turned into, god damn it.
Well, 9 is just a soft 8 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, you know, it's like 3/4 of an 8, you know?
Mhm.
Anyway, good night, everybody.